Welcome back to another thrilling installment of the Rise of the Triad Helpy, where we're playing Elevator Action! Isn't that a great level? You will never guess that it's from the same game. You're shooting people in the head and you're doing those... Oh god! That was not a good thing to happen. But wait, wasn't the next level something else? Oh yeah, Elevator Trouble, not Elevator Action. Ho ho, my silly one-seeker. And yeah, this level really doesn't waste any time in order to get started. It's so clustered with food items, but also at least with missile weapons, and as well then some asbestos armors. And yeah, there's a shit ton of enforcers too, oh god. There's 5 enforcers at the beginning of the level, so yeah. You shall indeed be terrified of this level. I always was terrified of this level, and I am still terrified of this level. Because this is... Oh yeah, that's right. This level also includes the first monk crystal to appear in the whole game. Even though that they only become common healing items whenever you reach the 4th episode. But yeah, consider this a map of things to come. This small crystal here will be the greatest source of our worries eventually. So, this level is called Elevator Trouble because, obviously, it has a shit ton of elevators. It's also a pretty hard level, not the hardest one in the episode, but it's still pretty ruthless because I'm pretty sure this level has more enforcers than any other levels into the game, so that's how ridiculous it gets. And well, if you decided to take the secret exit of a rocky plateau, just thinking, I'm gonna be done with this other level that's going to follow a whole lot faster, well, guess again, because this is one of the longest levels in the whole game. Even if you're not even trying to get all of the secrets, this level will still take a long time to beat, because it's a pretty big level, and also there's a shit ton of backtracking to be done into this level, because in order to get to the ending of this level, you're gonna have to go into 3 different sections of the level in order to find 4 switches, and each one of them will unlock one of the walls that will block the access in order to get to the exit area. And at the end of every single one of these pretty lengthy sections, every single time you have to backtrack to the beginning elevator, and sometimes in order to get to any of the switches you need to get to something like 2 or 3 different elevators, so essentially you're gonna have to wait a whole lot, and God help you if you have any kind of elevator music into this level, because it will make this level feel even longer. I really don't know how much you have to take the elevators, because, well, who the hell is gonna count that, but yeah. Just be prepared to do a whole lot of waiting. So in the end, it's really not that different from Rocky Plateau. Rocky Plateau wasted your time by making you wander into an endless maze of every single large area looking the same, but yeah, at least this level is linear, but you're gonna progress to this level so slowly because every single time, elevators. Welcome to Elevator Trouble's childcare section, where every single one of the misfit people that cannot guard things are led here in order to sleep. Now this time it doesn't make sense anymore, because there was a whole bunch of people just before you in order to do all of the serious attack work and all of this, so why the hell will there need to be something like some other people in order to sneak up? But oh god. Bad guard, bad Triad enforcers, never sneak up on people again. This is pretty much the last kind of enemy that you'd ever want to be ambushed with. Not only they have tons of hit points, but their chain gun will kill you ridiculously fast. It's a whole lot stronger than not the chain gun, but the high guard's machine gun. You're gonna die so quickly if you let them shoot you. Yeah, that's definitely not a good place to be running out of missile weapon ammo. Just look at this whole welcoming committee that is just stopping me from getting into the switch. Yeah, this level doesn't fuck around. In fact, I don't even know how the hell I managed to beat this level on my 2nd attempt, because, well, In order to make the playthrough feel as natural as possible, I'm pretty much not using save state or quick saves in order to make it so that this is always one uninterrupted playthrough, and so far it's worked for the better and for the worse. And sometimes for the even worse. So, good news! We have one of the 4 switches that we need. And the bad news is, there's still 3 more. And yeah, we're just gonna backtrack, and I'm gonna cut all of the backtracking made through this level, if only because no one really wants to see like 40 seconds of walking and waiting in the elevators, just waiting in order to get to that one extra area. You do enough waiting into this level, so yeah, at least I'm gonna spare you the journey. This wing of the level is the only one that actually has 2 switches. Other than that, whenever you go to a section, there's only 1 switch to toggle before you're finally done. But yeah, this one has got some more extra work going for you. But at least this one switch is a whole lot faster to switch, because at least you only have to go through one part, and it's a whole lot easier than the last one that we've been through. And good news, it also brings back boulder traps. Oh, how we missed those. It's been a while since we saw them in the game, actually. I think the last time that we saw them, it was... yeah, it really was a long time ago. I'm not even sure if it was into the 2nd episode at all, but I'm always glad to see those. I really think it's a cool trap, even though that, well, sometimes it can be a little bit frustrating. They're either really frustrating or they're really not menacing at all, but most of the time they can lead into the destruction of other people, because whenever enemies walk into boulders, they instantly die. So when I was talking about this section being a whole lot shorter, here we go, we're done with this part. It's always nice to see that this level can have some actual mercy in order to, well, to switch up things, because for that one time, we're gonna be back to the starting area really quick. So we're finally done with one of the sections, and before we go into the upcoming parts of the level, we're just gonna go restock on another asbestos armor and some health just in case that you need it. Yeah, have fun getting bleeder bonus on this level, by the way, which is obtained by getting all of the health items into one level. Yeah, that means all of the food, monk crystals, healing basins, all of this wonderful stuff, which is going to be so incredibly tedious to get. So, I guess that the firewall is going to be handy around this area, so we... just die already, so die... okay, well, okay, I guess we can still use it somehow, but yeah. Unfortunately, the flame wall, that's pretty much the only thing that I don't like about it. It becomes completely worthless whenever you're into a walkway made of anti-gravitational disc. In fact, why is it even arranged like that? Because, I don't know, it doesn't even really look that nice. But then again, this is the only way that this game has in order to make it so that it has any kind of height variations through a level or a room.